Ok, tester. 1, 2, 3, tester. Ser ut at det funker. Skal vi se. Sette den inn der. What? Hva er det jeg driver? Oh. Der. Der. Ok. Det høres bra ut. Da starter vi med commentary. Ta intro. Mute. All right. Hello, everyone, and yeah, welcome to that little funny intro while I speak Norwegian. Yeah, this is the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship Season 2, Round 2, Tier 1, 2023. And today we are at Interlagos, and last time we were here was in GT Sport, and yeah, that was a good race back in the day. I don't think we've been here many more times than that with GR1s that we are here with tonight. But with that said, I'm Kimaru, and let's start our brief for tonight. So, Flappy's round 1 win at Road Atlanta brought an end to a record-breaking 7-win streak for Jag that went back to Season 1 Round 3. No less than 9 out of the 15 drivers will be in the all-conquering Porsche 919 hybrid. Boring. Come on, boys. Pick something else than the leaderboard car, for Pete's sake. If any of the non-Porsche drivers manage to beat any of the Porsches tonight, that would probably be a victory in itself. Because in Sector 2, which has multiple hairpin bends and short acceleration zones, the Porsche is more or less unbeatable. TMB's switch from the Porsche into the LM55 was not because of this race tonight, so it will be damage limitation for the motion blur team. The race tonight is expected to be around 44 laps long, with strategy options likely to be a one stop on mediums or a 2 stops on soft. And, we need to take into consideration that accidents probably could happen tonight, and the strategies could probably end up changing quite a bit. And the pit the pit time loss for no fuel pit stop is around 20 seconds overall, and we do know that the pit exit on Interlagos is quite extreme. So the front-running Porsches will likely be lapping in under 1 minute 20s in quali trim, and later on in the race with low fuel. So Hit the Mac has the previous record on this track with the Group 1s back in 2019. So yeah, it has been a while since we've been here with Group 1s. And he did a 119.381 back in those days. And that time could be under threat tonight. But we will see. So we are going and we've lost H-Boss tonight because of real life issues, and that is always a shame, but nothing we can do. Hello, Ricey, and hello, Bottle Job. Welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, yeah. You know me. I like to be in the underdog. It hasn't always worked out for me, but I do like the underdog cars. Um, but yeah, come on, just being in the Porsche all the time, man. Be brave. Pick something else. Pick the Group C's. But yeah, we're going to see if Gadget has his room open because he has said nothing on Discord. So we got to see if the lobby is actually open. So yeah, it is sure to be a good race tonight. Interlagos always bids for great racing. I will admit it is not a track I'm particularly fond of or very good at racing, but it does produce a lot of good races. Um, we've had an update since last time with a lot of the cars having their power returned. Oh yeah, yeah. Toyota for Ricey going to get his ass kicked. Well, you never know, Ricey. Anything can happen tonight. As we are waiting for Mr. Gadget. Um, Still nothing. That's Oh wait, maybe I should show the rooms with friends here. Still nothing from Gadget. Yeah, the LMP1 cars still have insane aero. Yeah, you're right about that one. But personally, my absolute favorite of the Group Ones is still the Tomahawk. I don't know why. Yeah, it is an underpowered car compared to the LMP ones, but at least in the Gran Turismo Sport days, it was a hell of a beast to drive. And since they snipped the balls of it in GT7, it's not as good anymore, but it's still a fun car to drive, even though it's about 30 or 40 kilometers an hour slower. Hey, 4C! But I still love the Tomahawk. The Tomahawk is a great car. With the TSO 50 on second place for me. Um, I love the TSO 50. Never driven the TSO 30 that Bottle Job drove, but he seemed to get that car working for him. So, is anyone on track yet? Nah. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer for the guys to get out on track. As I just gonna close my window a little bit so I don't have the POS kids screaming and crying and bitching and moaning. Um, oh, I think everyone's good. Oh yeah, yeah, you won the RHHL bottle. That was a good run. Oy, oy, oy. Sorry. Couldn't prevent that burp from. Why is no one rate? Oh, I know why. I know why. Oh, you're doing the exam stuff. Are you guys doing digital ones? Because in Norway, I've read in the news that Norway was doing a whole digital version of the exams, and on the exam day, everything went to hell because of the servers just crashing and kneeling under pressure. So they've had to go back to the old paper, which wasn't really something they wanted to do this year. Hey, Plux. Well, if we've lost Bottle Job, No, not bottle job. I am. My brain is scrambled tonight. If we lost H-Boss, maybe there's a room in the lobby for an extra comms person if he's interested. Just saying. And Ivano in the asymmetric car, still loving it. And Cartman has changed his name to what I presume is the real life name of Cartman. Oh, as we see Ivano just spinning through the Senna S there. So with it being 14 drivers on track, yeah, we could have room for another commentator if anyone like to join up, but if not, I am going to finish this off solo. As we see, Muller is still in the new Toyota. I forget the name of the Toyota right now. It is not a car that's very good on the handling sections, unfortunately, but it should have a decent top speed, despite the other issues. Jules then in the TS50. It's going to be exciting to see what the TS50 can do, and hello to Grim in chat there, in-game chat. Jules in his mighty Volvo liveries as always. Let's hope that Jules don't discover any burger vans tonight. So Senna, oh, you'll be seeing that too. Oh, where are you going, Plux? If you're gonna see that live. Senna so far with the preliminary pole position, with Cartman right in the back there. Volinkin? Sorry, Cartman, I'm probably butchering your last name there. So, oh, you're going to Le Mans. Oh, sweet. That is cool, man. Very, very cool. As we see Cartman there. What is he in? I think he's in the Porsche. Yep, he's in the Porsche. The Porsche boy. I've done commentary now in the Thursdays for 3 weeks in a row. It's going to be good with 1 week off next week. As we see Cartman with a 1 minute 20.0. So Cartman is already under the practice laps doing an extremely low 120 lap. We could expect to see a 119 lap, and the lap Cartman will have to beat and Flappy will have to beat is a 119.381. So keep that in mind. That is Hit the Max previous record. In these cars, as we see a better best sector for Cartman. As we see Blue Racer joining the room there, finally room for him this week. So he's gonna show himself in the action tonight. Not an improvement, losing a little bit in the last sector, as we have Ricey in second place right now. A 120.8 for Ricey, not bad in the TS50. Still showing that the old girl is capable of keeping up, and a 120.317, so a very good lap from Ricey indeed. And where did Jag go? Jag has reset and gone back to the pits, as we have a 121.4 for Ivano. Man, I love that asymmetric livery. I can't say it enough. I did love the asymmetric livery I made once in the past, that I had for a season or two in Adec. A mix between my new livery and my old original from Manginho. But definitely this livery is awesome. Great work. So you see Flappy there with a 120.6. Senna 20.8. Jules 23.2, so he's a little further off. 24.2 from Muller right there. Just gonna check and see if there's no. And Mickey still on his well, he's on his flyer, so let's see how he does. Then we'll scroll over to Blue. But this is still practice session. Qualifying session hasn't started just yet. And Mickey with a 120.5. Not bad at all. As we see Blue there, he's starting on his flyer right now, and it's going to be his debut for this year and this season. Let's see if there's any ring rust. He definitely has the best sector time for the moment. Lag seems minimal, which is good. Polyphony definitely has fixed a few things, but I heard on Sunday it was still pretty bad, but maybe it's better on the weeks than the weekends. Still fastest sector for Blue. Will it be a fastest lap for Blue? We have a 118.8 from Cartman, so yeah, the pole position of Hit the Mac is gone, as we have a 118.6 from Blue. A very good run there from Blue indeed. Yeah, wow, the cars are way faster on GT7 than they were anticipated to be. For sure. Luco. Hey Eric. Let's see what Gadget can do in the LM55, the Screaming Rotary. Lunch now? Big bowl of chicken korma? Oh. I'm gonna pretend to don't know what that is. Chicken korma? It's gotta be a salad, something, right? So we're gonna follow Gadget. He is not on a best sector right now. Might do that a little bit late. Oh my! Oh, mild curry. Yeah, I had some curry rice this weekend. I had a very strong version of it. I was crying. I was crying. A 124.2 still for Muller, and he has a 3-second penalty as well. The qualifier is about to start in not too long. Grimnan still hasn't set a best lap time yet. He is in the TS30. So that could be interesting as we are starting the qualifier right now. I'm thinking Gadget will probably be the first one out. Well, I guess if Blue disappears during the race, he can pull up the Raikkonen quote. What is the Raikkonen quote? As we see Flappy there following Gadget on the outlap. And Gadget letting Flapjack through. Not willing to hold up Flapjack. Flapjack, of course, our previous round's winner. Took the season opener win. Very good, strong opener for Flappy. Flappy now going on his flyer. And Gadget is sticking on like glue, trying to make use of the slipstream. But damn, that little LM55 just can't keep up with the Porsche. Martin Brundle. Kimi, you missed the presentation by Pele. Will you get over it? Kimi, yeah, I was having a shit. Okay. Okay. As we see, Flapjack is going over the first flyer with a 119.217. Cartman then 119.226. Mickey a 120.159, and we have Gadget with a 120.5. Ivan 21.4, and he's on his best sector right now on the second flyer lap. Muller a 25.3. Oh my goodness, that car is just not in the same league at all. I'm gonna feel sorry for Muller tonight. But as I always say, Muller, do your best. As we all know with Muller, he is a little bit of a ring fox. He can pounce, he can strike whenever he feels like it, and suddenly, whenever you miss it or don't look at it, he's suddenly in a good pole position. As we see Grim on freaking intermediates. I think he needs to rethink his choice a little bit there, Grim. Grim definitely needs to set that up before the race so he doesn't start on intermediates. We're gonna pay attention to that later as we see Blue now. He's gonna finish his flyer, and let's see where that makes him end up. A 1:19.214 from Jaggernaut, preliminary pole right there, and a 1:26.9 from Blue, so not a very fast lap from him right now. Senna then in the big bug. At least it's a little bit more useful than the Bugatti in the GR4. Jules with a 1:22.2. Ivano in the most beautiful car on track, maybe. A 1:20. What is that? 29.6. So he still hasn't set a proper lap just yet. As all of us GT7 players know, it doesn't rain on America's in-game or real life. Well, in real life it probably rains here once or twice a year, but not in GT7. As we see Cartman there with a 1:18.7. So preliminary pole right now, almost a half a second in front of Jaggernaut. Giving Jaggernaut a proper run for his money. Same with Flappy. Three of the fastest guy in pole. Yeah, it does rain in Americas. Maybe once or twice a year, especially on where this track is. 1:19.217 there for Flappy, and not an improvement on Jaggernaut. All the American tracks in GT7 does not have rain. I don't understand that decision. Why certain tracks have it and why others don't, but it is what it is. As we see Luco, he has a 1:19.7. Not bad, really. It's not the biggest gap from the guys. 120 flat from Senna and a 1:19.9. So Senna does have some speed in the big bug. A 1:20.2 for Gadget, as we say hello to Bacchus in the chat. No, I don't think there's any pugs tonight, Bacchus, sadly. The field is dominated by the Porsches and a couple of Toyotas and a couple of LM55s. This Toyota will probably be the biggest target tonight, which I find sad because it's a very good-looking car, but yeah, they really need to up the power on this thing. It really isn't in the same league at all. So Cartman 118.7, best on track right now. Blue Racer in second, 119 flat. No improvement this lap. We have Juggernaut there, 119.2, still his best there. Second lap. We have Flapjack, 19.2. So Cartman only the only one in the 118. So definitely what Cartman has done is working for him. Mickey a 119.5. So a lot of people in the 119s. Gadget still hasn't broken the 119. Ivano. Oh. Ivan 120. It should have enough grip, the LM55s. Just yeah, they just lack the hybrid that the other cars have. 124 there, so a very bad lap. We have Gadget with a where is he? A 119.9. So Gadget finally broke the 119s. So it is close in the top 8. Yeah, the Hyundai. Well, the Hyundai was pretty damn good in GT Sport, but I hated driving the Hyundai in GT Sport. Never liked it. Oh, as we have a collision there, I think, or was that just a spin from our dear friend Grim? Carlos looking very slidey. At least he isn't on the inters right now, but he should really put on racing tires, or racing mediums or soft. As we see Juggernaut now with the fastest lap, a 118.6. So wow, not a very big gap between Juggernaut Blue, Cartman, or Flappy. .134 there from Grim. Luco with a 118.9, putting Luco up in the 4th place now. That might have been. Oh, as we see Luco spinning there in the Senna S. I've tried doing the time trial bottle, but I haven't been able to break anything but the bronze time just yet. I will give it a few more goes at a different time, but Luco, very good time from him indeed. So that brings Flappy there. We have Mickey, the 119.5 there. We have Gadget, 119.9, and then Senna, a 119.981. Ivan still hasn't broken the 19 barrier there, a 20 barrier into the 19s. He's on the best sector time. .120.6 for Ricey. Drifting through that corner will not help your time there, Ivan. I think Ivano might need a pit soon, get some new boots on, but then again, it's just a minute and a half now left of quali. Ricey with no improvement there, 21 flat for Jules. We have Muller still just in the 24, 25th. Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult race for Muller. I'm thinking the Group 1 races this season is going to be a throwaway for Muller, as we saw a 119.8 from Gadget. As we see a 118.6 from Cartman. Kim, what do you think of the new Drake Coach livery this season on Luco? Red is traditional Welsh sporting color, or do you prefer the original? You know what? I will say this. I might prefer the original livery with the dragon and all that stuff, but I do love the new livery too. It's a very good looking livery. And that it was a classic sport Welsh sporting livery is something I definitely didn't know, but it is a good looking livery, I'll give it that. I do miss the dragon though. I do miss the dragon. As we see Cartman in first, I think this is this is going to be the final lap now. So Cartman in first, pole position, Jagnut in second. We have Blue Racer in third, Luco in fourth. We have Flappy down in fifth. It's going to be a very exciting race to see between these five. Maybe Mickey can get into the mix of that. Maybe Gadget, Senna, Ivan, Ivano. It could be anyone's race. Cartman is Volunkin, who, yeah, I can't say his name. Time to add the dragon on the side. So, quali is over. Cartman has taken pole position in round 2 with Jignaut in second, Blue Racer in third, so a very good showing for Blue Racer in his first race this season. Luco in fourth, a very good qualifier time for Luco, as we see Flappy in fifth, and now we're going to have a 3-minute break. So with that said, take a bio break and get something to drink, and we'll be right back. All right, back in action, and waiting for the race to begin. Okay. Time to get this show on the way, on the road. Aha, you're in Japan. Yeah, I would love to go there. But, you know, real life commitments come first. What time is it there now? It's got to be like, I don't know, 10 in the morning? Something like that. I have no idea of the time difference. 5 a.m. Oh. After midnight. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can get this. Oh yeah, jet lag. That's probably a good bit of fun. Alright, we're waiting for 5 red lights to go out, and we have round 2 underway. Let's hope it's a good clean start from everyone as we're off. It looks like a very good start from the Porsche guys, and a good start from Gadget in the back there. Oh, very tight into the centers, but Cartman manages to get the car planted there, and we have Muller with a very bad start, as it is a very good start from our good friend Cartman, with Blue Racer in second place and Jignot in third, with Luco in fourth. We have Flappy there in fifth and Gadget in sixth. And we have Mickey, Ricey, Ivano, Grimm all fighting for positions. So a very good start from Cartman then, and he's leading the pack, and a gap has formed down to 6th place already, with Gadget being hounded by the other LMP ones, and Gadget is probably going to be under heavy pressure for the starting laps here, as he has nothing to defend against the hybrids out of slow corners. But almost a second gap down to Blue from Cartman there. We have Jignot almost a second down from Blue, and Luco just over half a second down from Jignot. So Flappy is closing in a little bit on Luco. Gadget then still holding off the hungry pariahs in the back. So we're going to take a quick look down with Muller. Oh, and Muller just avoided collision and took himself off the track. it's good to see that he actually takes himself off the track instead of clapping into the rear end of another. That is experience, although it did damage Miller's race a little bit. As we see Ricey taking the position from Senna in the big bug. The Bugatti just looks out of place in this race, considering it's just a massive beast versus all of the rest. So yeah, there's a lot of speed in that Bugatti on the straight, and he's taking the position back from Ricey. Gadget then still being chased down by Mickey. Mickey is all over the rear end of Gadget in this one. The hybrids do have a lot higher speed out of slow corners than what the LM55 does, but the LM55 is a good car. It just lacks that out of slow corner speed that the hybrids produce. So Blue Racer is still chasing after Cartman, but Cartman has gotten a second 1.2 seconds gap down to Blue Racer at this point, 1.3 down to Jigna from Blue, and a 1.1 down to Luco from Jag. And a second and a half then between Flappy and Luco. So very good race from Luco so far in the Dragooch team. I'm probably butchering that, I'm sorry, Bacchus. But yeah, just keep that up, Luco, and you'll get some good points tonight, that's for sure. So Gadget then still holding off Mickey. Just look at how close Mickey is to the rear end of that LM55, and Gadget has nothing to meet the challenge with in the slow corners. In the straight, it's a very strong car. He can hold off the LMP1 with ease, but through the slow corners, that's where the LMP1 is truly at its strongest. As we see, no difference in the top 5 just yet. We're going to look down the field a little bit as we see a little gap between Senna and Ricey. We have Ivan there in 10th, Jules in 11th. We have Grim in 12th. Grim doing surprisingly well so far in 12th, with Ivano there in 13th. And Ivano has damage on his front and rear splitter, which is not a good thing, as we see a little collision between between Grim and Ivano there. Whoops. As we try and take a look back at what happened. And oh, I'm not really sure what happened there. I think Grim was out of control before Ivano actually struck him. But no damage on Grim's car, but Ivano doing the honorable thing there, waiting. So still no change in the top 5, but we do have a change between Mickey and Gadget, and Gadget has dropped down to 6th, and he's now under heavy pressure from Senna and Ricey. Never would have imagined the Bugatti to be this strong. Yeah, you're not exactly making things easier for me. Fuck us. As we see a 1.6 second gap between Mickey and Gadget already. Ricey has gotten past Senna again. So a fight for position in the early stages of the race, as we see Ivan down there with a damaged front splitter. Muller then up into 12th. He's got a half-second penalty to deal with as well. Ivano and Grimm in the 13th and 14th place. So Mickey got ahead of Gadget there. We have Ricey with a half-second penalty that he has to serve on the uphill. Uphill section. So that's going to lose him the position to Senna, I believe. Yeah, he's losing enough speed there to lose the position to Senna on the inside. Man, that Bugatti just looks like it's from another planet. That Chiron is just that Chiron is just massive compared to the LMP. So let's take a look at the top 5 again. We have a 4.1 second gap between Luco and Flappy, 2.5 second gap up to Jignut from Luco, 1.5 up to Blue Racer from Jag there, and a 1.7 from Blue to Cartman. Cartman holding off the pack for now, and this is Cartman's second 1-hour endurance race with the driver's room, and so far he's doing good. He got a 3rd place in the last round. Very good points for his debut race for sure. So Cartman, I raced with him plenty of times. A way faster guy than me, but very good guy. And I'm guessing Lionessy would probably want me to say, I hope you crash and burn into the wall and die, Cartman. That's something Nessie would say. But I'm a little bit kinder than Nessie. As we see, Gadget is under heavy fire from Mickey again, as Mickey has dropped the position to Gadget. So Mickey must have had a penalty somewhere that he's served and dropped behind Gadget. Very close between 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. I'm guessing the race is going to be won or lost in the pit stop windows later in the race. Oh, and Mickey, a little oversteer there and into Smithy Kill Kim corner, as I like to call it. Sorry, Smitty, no evil intentions there. My goodness, just look at that mighty bug behind behind Mickey there. That car is insane. So we see Jules in 11th, just staying out of trouble. Muller in 12th still. We have Grimm back up into 13th and Ivano down into 14th. Not a good race for Ivano. Might not be a track he likes very much either. But this must be amazing news for Grimm, though. At least he's not last right now. Oh, and Ivano has actually been into the pits. Ivano has been into the pits. He's gotten a max tank of fuel and new tires. So let's take a look at Cartman then. His tires are starting to die off a little bit now as he's losing the gap down to Blue Racer. We have Jagan out there, 2.7 seconds behind Blue Racer. not in the striking distance just yet, but Blue Racer is closing in on Cartman. And we do see the tire wear between the two is more or less the same. I think Blue Racer will be in striking distance within a few short moments to Cartman, as we see Mickey closing in on Gadget again. We have a 119.1 from Blue. Oh my goodness, look at how close Mickey is to Gadget's rear bumper. It's almost that he needs to ask permission to take him out on a date right now. I think Gadget is just struggling through the slow corners. As we see the hybrid is just kicking Gadget's butt right there. And Mickey moving himself up into 6th place again. And I wouldn't... oh, as we see Gadget with a little shake there, but yeah, it looked like he was trying to go for a move on Mickey. Gadget is learning how to race against the bullies tonight. The bullies being the hybrids. Versus the naturally aspirated machines. As we see Senna now closing in on Gadget and taking the inside. Holy crap, that was an optimistic move, but it worked for Senna. Like the real Ayrton Senna said back in the day, if you don't go for the gap, you're not a racing driver. But Senna definitely went for the gap there and stole 7 from Gadget. Gadget's probably kicking himself, asking, how in the hell did that happen? Why did I open the door to Senna? And Gadget has to watch out now from Ricey. Ricey is coming up in the melon car. But, oh, we have a little bit of contact between Senna and Gadget there, as we saw, yeah, Gadget taking back what was his 7th place. We could take a look back at that overtake. It was a slipstream overtake. Oh! And I think Gadget's rear end let go a little bit there, and I probably scared the living daylights out of Gadget and Senna, to be honest with you. But no harm done, no damage. And just look at how close Senna is! Gadget has been under pressure as we hear the screams from Mickey's tires. Oh, as we try to look up Mickey, what in the world happened, Mickey? Was it too much power on the... Oh, the grass. The lawnmower title belongs to Jason Haldir, so he'll never be able to take that away from him, but... oh, Mickey. Luckily, there was no damage in that. So Gadget back up into 6th place as we have Blue Racer in the pits. Blue Racer went into the pits. He might be going for the undercut right now. Let's take a look at Cartman as we see 5 seconds down to Jiggnut. We have Muller there in 12th. Where is... see, Muller is still on the mediums, so he's going for maybe a 2-stop at the moment. So Cartman just over 5 seconds in front of Juggernaut. And oh my god, yeah, the tires are really starting to go fast now. I expect maybe a lap or two more from the top two. And Luco, surprisingly, he's got better tire wear than the two in front. If Luco is smart here, he could probably snag a top two or something. You never know. Flappy's strategy seems to have failed a little bit, but he could come back stronger in the final parts of the race. Blue on a 3-stop, rest trying a 2-stop. Oh, haha. Yeah, maybe the 3-stop could be faster. We don't know. Still 41 minutes left to go, so yeah, anything can happen in those 41 minutes. As we see, Gadget does have a little gap down to Senna now, so you can calm down a little bit. It looks like Gadget and Senna is going for the... Why am I messing up the buttons? Looks like Senna and Gadget are going for a 1-stop on the mediums, and it looks like the Bugatti and the LM55 are very kind to their tires. Maybe we'll see a soft stint from these two. As we see, Senna is closing in again. We just hear that mighty V16 spool up and chase down the rotor engine. Just look at the mighty power of the Bugatti as Senna didn't get the best exit out of that turn. It's like listening to a truck versus a motorbike. As we see Cartman down into 4th position, behind Blue Racer now, actually. So technically, Blue Racer's undercut seems to have worked with him being in front of Cartman after the pit stops. Now this is surprising. I never expected that, but yeah, Blue Racer in front of Cartman, and when Flappy and Luco goes into the pits, it will be Blue Racer that leads the race. But could this be an advantage or a disadvantage for Blue? As we see Luco there going into the pits, will Flappy stays out for one more? Will this be a disadvantage for Blue if he goes for a 3-stop? Or will it be his advantage? That remains to be seen. As Blue Racer has gone from the Chaser to the Chasee. And Cartman, with all his fury now, will chase down Blue. As we see, Gadget is still staying in front of Senna, and he's gotten a 1.5-second gap to Senna now. As we see Grim in front of him. Grim not willing to let Gadget through. That could be an advantage for Senna catching up. Oh, we have Senna, Gadget through Grim there. A lot of screen time today for Mr. Gadget. Ivan still with his broken splitter just in front of Ricey. Ricey has been into the pits. So Ricey, oh, what is going on here? Yeah, Ricey easily takes over the win. As we see, Ivan is on a different strategy than Gadget. He started on racing soft versus Gadget's medium. So Mickey still staying out as well after his little spin in this section. A few laps to go. We have Jules with a little bit of damage on the front splitter as well. We do see some gray clouds, but have no fear. there will be no rain on Interlagos. Muller then, still staying out. No pit stops for him just yet. But it's got to be frustrating for my good friend Muller there, not being able to even challenge or keep up with the rest of the guys in that sadly unmatched Toyota. Can't really match anyone with that Toyota, which is a shame. I would love to see that Toyota do better. I would love to see Muller kicking ass in that Toyota. But that's how Polyphony has decided to entry this car. It's just balls. As we see Ivano in 14th, we have Grimm there in 13th, 14 seconds ahead of Ivano. Flappy still staying out, but he's losing time to Blue. He is losing time to Blue now. At this point, he's probably going to lose even more time by staying out. As we see, Blue is on a hard charge, and Cartman has backed off a little bit, 2.5 seconds now to Blue. But Flappy desperately needs to go into the pits right now. Maybe he can hold up Cartman for a little bit longer. No, Blue for a little bit longer, so Cartman can close in on him. Maybe Flappy can hold Blue up a little bit. They're on the same lap. Yes, Flappy is on worn tires, but he has no obligation to let Blue through. But I don't think he has much of a choice through this section. Will Flappy go in, or will he? Flappy stays out for one more lap. Flappy refuses to give in. I mean, he's almost driven 30 minutes on a set of racing soft tires. Flappy is absolutely insane in this one. I do love Flapjack. He is a very good driver, a very clean guy, a very fun guy. But yeah, that racing soft this long, he's losing time to his teammate as well. Cartman and Flappy in the same team. But he's losing so much time. He's losing so much time now, Flappy. He's lost position to Cartman as well. Cartman did lose a little bit of time up to Blue. But then again, I think Blue will just go bat crap crazy, burn as much of his tires and fuel as possible, go into the pits, just throw in a bunch of fuel, and go out for one more stop. So he's not going to calm down anytime soon. He's going to be at full tempo, 100% push all the way until the next pit stop. While Cartman, he's going to have one less pit stop, and maybe, just maybe, that will work for Cartman and bring him back up into P1. But then again, we have Jaggernaut as well. So far, the defending champion is looking a little bit underpowered compared to Season 1, where he just completely dominated after round, was it 3? And yeah, he was completely unstoppable at that point. Luco in 5th then. He has been into the pits. We have Gadget still staying out. And I don't expect Gadget to go in before at least 25 minutes left, maybe? And then probably put on a set of soft. I don't know what the strategy is for Gadget. As we see, Senna has gone into the pits. Almost lasted 30 minutes there. He probably could have lasted just over 30 minutes on that set of tires. As we see Mickey with his first set of tires, still pretty decent wear on those tires. I don't think he has anything to fear just yet. Jules still staying out as well on those mediums. The TS50 a lot weaker than what it was in GT Sport, which is a shame really, because the TS50 is just a beautiful car. Just listen to that engine. So Ivan then in 11th now, staying in front of Jignat there, about to be passed by a lap. And is Flappy still staying out? Flappy is still staying out, and he's got no more right tire on either the front or the rear. What is Flappy doing? He's lost over 6 seconds to Cartman. He's going to lose even more now when he goes into the pits. Jignat is right on his heels. The champion is on his heels. What is Flapjack doing? Come on, Flapjack, go into the pits now. Box, 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 Flappy. Box, box, box. As we see him go in there, we have Jignat then trying to get Ivan to realize that he needs to let Jignat through. Come on, dude, let me through. That's what Jignat is saying to Ivan right now. But that LM55 is just so quick on the straight. We do see the flashing lights from Jignat. Flappy now down to 6th. He's lost a lot of time. Coming out there, we have Gadget coming through the Senna S there. Jignat still not in front of Ivan. Ivan needs to let Jignat through. I have a feeling this might be looked closer into post-race if Ivan doesn't let Jignat through. This could end up in a collision if Ivan doesn't respect the blue flags. I think. Yeah, blue flag for Ivan. But there we go. Jignat finally passed Ivan there. Oh, what in the world is Jignat doing? What is Jignat doing right there? Take a look back with Jignat. He just starts veering to left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. What is Jignat doing? Klux, could you explain to me what Jignat actually did there? That makes me very clueless. What in the world he started doing there? Just veering to left and right like that. That confuses me. I have no idea why you did that. So Flappy then comes out behind Gadget. Gadget, who is still on his first set of tires and has not pitted yet. Gadget, will he fight this? Oh, we got a little bit of tiny contact between them, but otherwise good. Flappy gets back into 5th position. And no harm done between the two. As we see Ricey in front of Senna. Senna is just, he's been strong tonight. He's been fighting like hell. Even though the Bugatti is a very heavy car, and he, Senna has done an amazing job tonight. If that car was a little bit more smooth to drive, he probably could have been higher up. As we see Jules into the pits, Muller has been into the pits. He's gone on soft. We have Grim on a new set of tires, racing mediums, and he just lets Jignat through very quick and easy there. Does not want to take any more time from him. As we see Ivano just all the way down into 14th. Must not be a great combo for Ivano. As we see Blue Racer and Cartman. Cartman has caught in a hell of a lot on a Blue Racer at this point. Will Blue lose the position right now? And like I said, Blue has torn up his racing soft tires. He is just driving them to the bone right now. He's not giving any quarter, as we see a very bad turn one through the Senna S from Cartman. Maybe a little bit of bad brake, but he's closing in fast on Blue Racer again. So Blue is not safe. But yeah, one thing we haven't mentioned yet is Blue Racer has also changed his livery a little bit, and I do love the color blue. It's my favorite color in the world, next to the wiper as well. And yeah, I love the blue racing color with the red stripes from Blue Racer's livery this time around. Good job, Blue. Very good looking livery that you have. As we see, Cartman is just on his heels. He's right up the back alley, the gearbox, everything of Blue right now, Cartman. Cartman given no mercy. He's going to challenge Blue. Blue will have to watch out for Cartman. Go on board a little bit with Cartman now. We could see a move from Cartman now. Maybe not in this section, but he is close enough to make a move on Blue, that's for sure. They're right on each other's heels here. Blue is under tremendous pressure right now. Oh, a little bit of oversteer from Cartman, maybe the dirty air. But Blue is definitely giving it his all right now, not playing around. But this could be a two-stop from Blue Racer too. It's 25 minutes left. I think this could possibly be a two-stop for every single person here, except for a few that probably has done a three-stop already. But let's take a look at Juggernaut. He's 10 seconds behind right now. Cartman is right on Blue's heels right now. We haven't seen a proper move just yet. But Cartman is taking tighter lines. Cartman is taking the tighter lines. He's just looking for a way through, as we see Muller has sadly been forced to throw in the towel on this one. Quite understandable, very difficult car to drive. Still holding off. Will it be dark on this track tonight? I think so. That's going to be very, very idiotic, because this track does not have any floodlights around it. Very close battle between Blue and Cartman, but we're going to look down the field real quick as we see Luco still in 4th, Flappy in 5th. We have Senna up into 6th place, Ricey down into 7th. We have Gadget in 8th, He has been into the pits, and like I said, he put on soft. Ivan then soft as well. Mickey medium, and Jules medium. We have Grim on medium and Ivano on soft. So we're gonna get back to the fight for P1. Surely these two will have to go into the pits very soon. 20 minutes left of the race. Who will win this one? Who will take victory on round number 2? It could be Blue, it could be Cartman. Maybe Cartman should dive into the pits on the next one. Try an undercut. Maybe Blue Racer should do it. Hell, maybe even Jagnot, but he's quite a distance behind, as we see Luco right behind him. So Luco is challenging for third. So we could have Luco in third place tonight. We could have Jagnot down in fourth. Anything is possible. Cartman is just taking tighter lines. He can feel that Blue is probably cracking slightly under pressure. But they're driving pretty much the same racing line. Cartman is taking a little bit of a tighter line, not by much. And are they going into the pits this time? They are. So P1 and 2 going into the pits. Will it be the same for P3 and 4? And P4 is staying out. Luco is staying out. And he probably has enough tires for a few more laps right now. Flappy coming up to the start-finish straight. Don't think he will be able to do too much. Senna 6th. We have the field quite spread in the back. Gadget in 8th place. We have Ivan 20 seconds behind Gadget again. Mickey in 10th. If it wasn't for a spin, he'd probably be P6 still. Jules there. We have Grim. And then we have Ivano. So Cartman comes out of the pit first, 3.5 seconds in front of Blue. Blue did take on a lot of fuel compared to Cartman. Will the fuel last for Cartman? That is the big question right now, as we see Flappy in 4th. We have Jagnot down into 5th. And I don't think Flappy will go into the pits again with 19 minutes remaining of the race. Jagnot Jagnot now lost even another place and is down in 5th position. 26 seconds now up to Luco. How long was the pit stop without fuel? That is about 26 seconds. 21 seconds, I mean. So Luco definitely will have to go into the pits one more time. Cartman and Blue definitely do not need another pit stop. They are done. It's now a full sprint to the finish, and they will go hammer to the floor all the way. Flappy as well. He will start to run out of tires. He might end up losing the position to Jagnot. Tires are a little bit more worn than Jagnot's at this point. We do have Jagnot closing in on Flappy quite considerably. Yeah, you're right, Dusan. Jagnot, well, the competition is stiff tonight. Jagnot definitely has a lot of competition for his money right now. As we see Luco finally into the pits and Cartman taking over the lead. Flappy then still trying to hold off our Frenchman. And now we have Flappy up into P3, but definitely he is not safe in P3. As we see Luco coming through the pit exit. He's going to lose the position to Jignaut and Flappy. But then again, if these two crash, it could be Luco in third. So these two have to be very careful because they got the threat of Luco behind them. As we see Jignaut trying to go on the outside of Flappy into the inside corner here, but it's not going to help Jignaut too much. Oh, wrong button again. As we see Jignaut is just all over Flapjack at this point. A little bit of lag from Flappy. Let's hope that is not too much for to upset Jignaut. Hinder the racing between them. The lag is definitely a lot better than what it was a few weeks ago. That's for sure. The latest patch has fixed a lot of problems, but they still have a lot of issues to fix polyphony before this game is acceptable. See Jignaut trying to dive a little bit on the inside there, or just showing himself in the mirrors of Flapjack. Losing my ability to speak properly. Jignaut is just all over Flappy at this point. We're gonna check on Cartman and Blue. Still a big gap between them. 15 minutes left, as we do see Luco is closing in on Flappy and Jignaut. We do have traffic in Ivano right in front of them. Ivano backing off to the side. Very smartly done from Ivano right there. And Ivano going into the pits again. Okay. And with the fighting between Jignaut and Flappy right now, Luco has caught up to Jignaut and will probably start fighting Jignaut. So when Jignaut closes in on Flappy again, he will have to attack and defend. And Flappy will have even a harder job defending against both of them. Because they will give no qualms, they will attack as soon as they can. And as soon as they see an opening from the ever stressed out Flappy. Flappy going very wide. Oh, I think the stress is getting to Flapjack right now. Flappy is just pushing everything he's got. His tires are starting to go. And Jignaut is on fresh tires. Same with Luco there behind them. And we got a three-way battle for third. Flappy is defending for his life just to try and stay in the podium position. He's got two angry guys behind him. Flappy definitely needs to push right now. That's the wrong button. There we go. J. see an inside move of Jagnot there. Will it work? No. Still not far enough ahead of Flappy to make it stick. But Jagnot is really pushing right now, and Luco's just watching the fun in front of him and just thinking to himself, ha ha, I got these mother fluffers now. As soon as they crash out, I'm taking third. No mercy from anyone, as we see Jagnot on the inside of Flappy, and Flappy just does not have the power to keep Jagnot behind. But Jagnot is not done yet. He has to defend now from Flappy. Flappy's trying to go on the outside of the turn 1. He's got the inside into turn 2 of the Senna S. We got a good clean side-by-side action here between Jagnot and Flapjack and freaking Luco. Oh my goodness. Too wide down the straight now, and Luke was just trying to look for a way through. Oh, and Jagnot keeps third, and Jagnot, Flappy has to slot in the middle of Jagnot and Luco. Luco will probably press the attack very shortly. Sorry for any headphone users if my high-pitched voice made your ears bleed right now, but holy crap. Jagnot now pushing and getting away from Flapjack, but Luco is right on him. Luco wants 4th position. Luco can taste it right now. Luco wants 4th position. I think they know that 3rd might be lost to them, but 4th is definitely under contention right now. Will Flappy be able to hold off Luco, as we see Flappy going very heavily over the curbs, upsetting the car a little bit. Not very good, as we see 2.93 seconds between Blue and Cartman still. Gap hasn't changed too much between the top two. Cartman needs to hold off for 10 more minutes. And then he's taking round 2. And Luco is just trying now to attack Flappy. But we see Gadget 50 seconds behind Luco. We have Ricey 3 seconds behind Gadget. We have Senna there. Mickey in 9th. We have Ivan in 10th. We have Jules in 11th. We have Grim in 12th. And Ivano in 13th. So Flappy then very wide out of the last slow turn, but still far enough in front of Luco. Luco with a lot better tires than Flappy at this point. Flappy will have to conserve tires now for 9 minutes. It could even be an emergency pit stop for Flappy. But I'm thinking Luco might have a chance for 4th tonight. Luco has stayed out of trouble and just kept it going, as we see a 1:18.7 from Cartman as the fastest lap. A very good lap from Cartman there, as we see a yellow flag in front. Let's hope that clears up. We'll, oh, I think Grim has had an off. Grim has most surely had an off. Let's see if we can catch that. Oh, and he gets on the grass. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is not a good place to go off, but luckily he stayed out of the way of the top guys. Yeah, Flappy is the most exciting battle on track right now. We're going to take one quick look more at Cartman and Blue. Blue is still 2.5 seconds behind, so we're going to keep up the fight with Luco and Flappy, the battle for 4th. Oh, as we see Luco going very wide out of the Senna S. Let's hope there's no... Oh, I spoke too soon. That's probably gonna calm Flappy a little bit down there, knowing that Luco has a little penalty to shake off. I'm just trying to check. Yeah, they still haven't added those interface buttons yet, which is a shame. So Luco will lose a little bit of time now, going too wide out of the center S, and he will be broken down for a fraction of a second there, and he will lose a lot of time, but he will catch up again to Flappy. Flappy is running on rims almost. He's pushing as hard as he can, and we see Luco has dropped off 1.2 seconds, but he will catch that up. Almost 7 minutes now left of the race. Round 2. It's been a very action-packed race, like I said earlier, and in the beginning, Interlagos always bids on very good races on this track. Not a track I adore or like all that much, but it definitely brings a lot of action to the table. As we see Mickey there, just laying off into the left side of the track, letting Flappy and Luco past. Luco then 1.6 seconds behind Flappy, but he's closing in fast again. He might go for another attack very shortly, as we see the gap is just closing in way faster than Flappy would like. Flappy is on very worn tires at this point, and will have to defend for dear life just to hold on to 4th place and not let Luco have it, as we are under 1 second apart now between Flappy and Luco. I can feel my voice starting to crack and itch a little bit now after speaking for maybe an hour and a half now constant. Yeah, definitely takes it out of you. With 5.5 minutes left, Luco will just have to find some way to get past Flappy. And we have Jules slowing down on the left. Is it any closer between Cartman and Blue? It is 1.5, so it's definitely closing in on them. I think Cartman will have enough fuel, but Blue definitely has filled up enough, as we see Luco on the outside there. He's closing in so much on Flappy now, making Flappy nervous. Will it be a 5th for Flappy, or will it be a 4th? As we see Flappy is just pushing the car to his limits. Will it be a 5th for Flappy? Will it be a 4th for Luco? We have 4.5 minutes to go. Anything can happen at this point, as we see Luco has way better tires and fuel than Flappy at this point. Flappy is starting to run out of fuel. Cartman still 1.6 seconds ahead of Blue. Right now he's safe, but anything can happen between the 4 minutes remaining. Luco is just pushing now. Can he find a way through Flappy? It's not easy to find a way through Flappy. Luco will have to work for it. Luco will definitely have to work for the 4th place. As we see Flappy is just struggling through the turns. Luco is right on his gearbox right now, trying to go for a move on the inside. Flappy will have the outside through the next turn, but Luco is past! Luco did it on the freaking outside of the turn. Oh my goodness, Luco! Luco! Definitely the driver of the day for me. Luco. Oh my goodness, that is a good move from Luco, making the move up in the fourth. But the mission is not done yet. He still has Flappy behind him. Flappy could still pull out a maneuver out of hell to get back at Luco. Luco could end up in the wall or in the grass. So they both have to keep their tongues in their mouth right now. But Luco now almost a second ahead of Flappy. We're gonna take a look. Oh, and we have a battle for first here as we see Blue Racer almost pushing Cartman off the track. We have 2 minutes remaining, and Cartman is starting to run out of fuel. Let's hope the fuel lasts until the very end. And Luco, I think he is safe. Yeah, 1.5 seconds down to Flappy now. So the battle for first is on through the minute and a half left. We have Blue and we have Cartman. Cartman does have more fuel, but the tire wear is more or less the same between them. Cartman will have to pull out a move out of proportions to stay in first right now. No more mistakes from Cartman. Come on, Cartman. And to that point, also, go Blue. We all know how fast Blue is. We all know how fast Cartman is. And Blue is, what was it, Season 1 champion of 2022. The first season of GT7. He became a champ. Then we have Jagnot in Season 2. But will the fuel last for Cartman? We have 50 seconds remaining. It will be another lap for the two. Will the fuel last for Cartman? Will the fuel last? Yeah, Blue will have enough fuel. But Blue has dropped down significantly right now. 1.1, 1.2 seconds between him and Cartman. Will Cartman have enough fuel for the very last lap? He will have to fuel save like crazy. 1 second between Blue and Cartman. Will the fuel last for Cartman? Will Cartman have enough fuel to finish the race? I hope he will. Come on, Cartman. As we take a look down with Jagnot, Luco is now 12 seconds in front of Flappy, and Flappy has been into the wall. Flappy has just lost all grip on that car, and he has been into the wall, but he is the first to finish, so he has won the race, naturally. Cartman has a few more corners to go. He's just over a second in front of Cartman, Blue. We have Gadget in front. Gadget will have to get out of the way. It's not going to be easy to get out of the way on this section, though. He does have the 2 leaders behind him. Come on, Cartman. You can do it. Go, go, go! And I think we will have this score as it is right now. Cartman wins his second race of Adec, and Blue closely behind. Holy hell, what a fight between Cartman and Blue. Very, very good fight. Jagnot a little bit out of the fight tonight, but he still had a good fight with Flappy. Luco, definitely, I will have to say, is the driver of the day tonight. He did an amazing job. And Gadget, 6th place, very good in that LM55, and Senna in 7th. So we're gonna look through the scores and everything. But oh, Dirty Air took you. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was amazing to watch. You were swearing the whole time chasing. Oh my goodness. We're gonna take a few pictures here of the scoreboard and make sure we have that saved. And I'm gonna save the replay just to have that in tow. So the final scores is Cartman in first with a fastest lap of 1:18.7. He also had the pole position in quali. Blue Racer in second. We have Jagnut in third, Luco in fourth, Flappy in fifth, Gadget in sixth, Senna in seventh, Ricey in eighth. We have Mickey in ninth, Ivan or Vlave in 10th. We have Jules in 11th, 12th for Grim, 13th for Ivano, and Muller's engine blew up. Yeah, I know it's hard to understand with the hybrids, but the engine blew up. So, a very good race, everyone. Yeah, this is going to leave me with a sore throat now for a day. But yeah, that was definitely awesome to watch. As we see who got third again, I think Jagan. Oh yeah, yeah. I think Jagannath has left the lobby, so yeah, it was a very good race tonight. Very action-packed, as I suspected it would be. And yeah, it was definitely a very good race. And next week, well, in 2 weeks' time, we are going to. Let's take a look here. We are going to Grand Valley Highway 1 South in the Group 4 machines. So yeah, Grand Valley. It's not the big version of Grand Valley, but it will be a good race regardless. I hope we will see the big version of Grand Valley in the other seasons. Gadget, please make that happen. Have the big version of Grand Valley in one of the seasons, please. I know season 2 is locked right now, but please, the big version of Grand Valley. It isn't exactly Speedway anymore, but it's the highway. But please, please let us have one of the big variants in one of the seasons, because I would love to see the big Grand Valley racetrack in Adec for one of the 4 classes of Adec. So that is it, really. Yeah, it was an amazing race. My voice is pretty much effed up right now. And yeah, see you next race, Blue. And congratulations on second. Looked to be a very hard race out there, but you know, you can't win them all. And Cartman is a very fast racer, and he definitely showed it tonight. So welcome back to Cartman, and he definitely hasn't lost any speed. The year and a half almost he was away from racing. Cartman, if anything, I think Cartman has actually gotten a lot faster than what he used to be. So yeah, Cartman definitely hasn't lost a step. I would say. But yeah, 2 weeks until the next time. It will be Grand Valley Speedway 1, the short circuit, and in the Group 4 machines. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to that. Grand Valley being one of my favorite tracks in all of the Gran Turismo series. That being the Speedway version, of course. But I do like the highway version as well in GT7. I just wish we had the options between the original and this new variant. But you can't get everything you're hoping for. But let's hope Polyphony listens to the fans in the future. But that is it for me. I have been your commentator, Kimaru, and I will say good night. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching this on playback. And next time in 2 weeks, will be Grand Valley. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I look forward to more of the season. I think it's going to be a very good season. So with that said, bye bye and have a nice evening.